Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Taken in part exchange only yesterday, here we have a Mazda CX-3. This is the Sport Nav Plus. This is presented in eternal blue with the black leatherette interior. Now, with all my videos, I always like to give a bit of background on the vehicles, you know, where they came from, ownership, etc, etc. Now, the previous owner has been a long-standing customer of ours. I've worked for the company for 20 years, 11 years here at Orpington, and the gentleman must have had 5 years since five cars since I've been here, and I know he's had many more before my time. So, gentleman's retiring, and he's picked up, in case you're curious, a Mazda CX-3, but he'll be back in a couple of years for another car. So, we're always excited about getting Mr. I won't mention the name, the previous owner's car back in part exchange. They're always kept well and looked after and serviced with us. So hopefully from this video you can see that this car is in really lovely condition. Now, it will benefit from a valet. It hasn't been valeted yet. We've been extremely busy because we've had lots of new cars arrive and owners wanting to pick them up. And look at the wheels, I can't believe it, the wheels aren't even curbed. However, there are a couple of little parking dings, don't know if you can see that, which my dent man shall remove in the next couple of days. So that will be done, and any other cosmetic titivating shall be done along with a valet. So let's start in the boot. Oh, I haven't looked in the boot. I hope there's no horrors in there. Yeah, boot's fine. Open that up with caution. Now, the CX-3s aren't known for their enormous boot, but that is, I would say, a practical space and a decent size. Now, I've got a soon-to-be 3-year-old, and my sort of benchmark of if a car's practical or not is if I could sort of, you know, child seat in it, push chair, etc. And this you can, yeah? Probably not with 2 kids. Oh, there's a few crumbs under there. But yeah, it's a practical car. Now, there is space for a spare wheel, okay? And if you did have a spare wheel, that BOSE speaker would sit within that. And this car is equipped with the BOSE premium sound system that's designed for this car, which sounds incredibly well. So yeah, little valet. You've got 60/40 split rear seats, parcel shelf pops out, and that'll give you some more room. Now, on these cars, you've got parking sensors front and rear, because this is a plus model car. The plus models came with a few extras which I'll go through when we go inside the car, but you've got a parking camera, colour parking camera, parking sensors front and rear, and the plus models have these very nice alloys. They're not diamond cut. I didn't like the diamond cut ones because I think diamond cuts are susceptible to going all cloudy. So this is probably the best model of CX-3 they did, and also the glass is slightly thicker to give you less road noise. Right, you've got the all-important cup holders. You've got ISOFIX anchorages for the 2 outer rear seats, so nice and family friendly. It's all in good condition. There's no unpleasant smells. Height adjustable driver and passenger seat. Plus models have the centre armrest. They have the electric handbrake, or the finger brake as I like to call it. So it's all in lovely nick. There you go, BOSE stereo. The roof is free. Oh, I thought that was a dent. That's not a dent, that's a reflection. It's free from any dents. We seem to get hail damage here. Apparently Dartford is renowned for hail damage. So I'm always checking roofs of cars. You've got electric windows, mirrors, auto folding wing mirrors. You can turn the parking sensors on and off here, but they default to on. You've got traction control, lane departure warning, engine intelligent stop-start system, so when you're stationary, the car will switch its engine off to save fuel, so it's better to the environment, and it will also be better on your bank balance, because you will use less fuel. Okay, so sitting in the car, we have got 2 keys. So foot on the clutch, push this button here, all right, and she fires into life. Okay, I accidentally pressed the old wing mirror button, so there we go. Right, so let's have a look at the mileage. So we've got 22,696 miles. That's the engine coolant light. Not that there's anything wrong with the car. A lot of cars, they stopped having temperature gauges. So when the car was cold, it would be blue, and then when it's at normal operating temperature, it actually turns off. And I've never seen it, but if a car was to get hot, that would be red. Okay, so sometimes if people aren't used to this sort of setup minus the temperature gauge, they can get a little bit nervous when that comes on. Now I'll show you in a few moments that will be switched off. Now, the previous owner worked in construction where he had to visit sites. I forget now, but he was like a bit of an inspector. So look at the mileage now. So at 26 miles an hour, he's averaged 40 miles to the gallon. So the car is good on fuel, and this is a 4-cylinder car, naturally aspirated, so no complicated turbos or anything. And I know a lot of manufacturers have gone for small little engines with turbos, which I think don't drive as well as a bigger engine, 4-cylinder, you know, but fuel efficient, and this certainly is. Okay, so you know, you're looking into the 50s on a run. Now you've got heads-up display there. Now it's not flickering, that's my camera. Now that can be adjusted using this, which I'll show you in a minute, but that will display your speed, traffic signs, speed limit, basic sat-nav functions, a few bits and pieces. Okay, I'll show you in a minute. Now you've got auto wipers, you've got auto lights, you've got cruise control, you've got volume control, trip computer, make a call, decline a call. Okay, you've got all that there. Now I'm going to put the heated seats on. You've got 3-stage heated seats and the steering wheel. Now I thought today was a lovely day, but as soon as the sun's gone, it's got really, really cold. In fact, there we go, 7 degrees. Okay, and then when that gets to 4 degrees, it'll actually come up with a warning just saying, look, roads could be icy, which I think is a good little reminder. You've got your climate control here. Okay, seats, steering wheel we've covered. I think that's an excellent feature. You've got a CD player. You've got USBs for reading data and also charging devices. You've got an SD card in here for reading data for the sat nav. Okay, and you've got a 12-volt socket. I've always known them as cigarette lighters, but this is a non-smoking car. There are no ashtrays in the car, but there are some devices that still work with that plug. You've got Multimedia Commander, which will operate this here. Now this is touch screen when the car is stationary. Yeah, so I always encourage people to get to use this here, and then you won't get finger marks on the screen. So you've got your fuel economy monitor. I think I've mentioned that. And look, not ready. Okay, so this has got iStop. So once this car is correctly warmed up and the battery's fully charged, that will go to a ready status. And when you stop, yeah, so for example in traffic, take your car out of gear, foot on the brake, you won't really know you're doing it. The car will switch off, and as you go to move away, it will start up again. It's seamless, and you will you'll get used to it very, very quickly. So you've got your fuel economy monitor there. Oh, hang on a minute. Next screen. There you go. Right, that's what I was looking for. I was having trouble with that. Now, total range boosted by iStop. So look, an extra 11.2 miles. All right, and that's the time stopped on this drive. Okay. So yeah, if you can save trees, and it will also tell you how many trees you saved, you can save on your fuel. I think it's a win-win situation. Now, entertainment. So you've got FM, AM, DAB, For those of you who don't know, DAB, digital radio, you get a lot more choice. Certainly something I'd be looking for in a car, because I know some FM channels have been switched off. Now there's stuff on here, I'd imagine there's something for everyone, from whatever part of the world you're from, whatever interest you're from, whatever genre of music, there's something there. And for your sporty people who like to follow sports, you can listen to Talk Sport with clarity, digital clarity. Okay, so communication. Once your phone is paired up, you can access your call lists. If you've got an Android phone, it will also let you know when you've got a text message and give you the option to read it out to you. So you can make a call, receive a call safely there. The sat nav, very comprehensive sat nav. Put your postcode in and off you go. Dead easy. Covers you in Europe as well. You've also got find places, so you can find places nearby. I'm often looking for fuel stations when collecting vehicles. It will give you a list of fuel stations, the company, the direction and the distance. And if you do set up a Wi-Fi hotspot on your phone, so the car is connected to the internet, you'll also get fuel prices, which I think is very, very useful. And also we have a BP fuel card, so we'd be looking for the nearest BP wherever we are. You'll also, when connected to the internet, you'll get live traffic updates and weather reports, amongst other things. So a really good system. Now, however, if you like using Google Maps and Waze and Spotify and all those apps on your phone in a car, you can upgrade this to have CarPlay, so Android Auto and Android Auto and I've forgotten now. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Sorry about that. Okay, that's about £300 installed, so it can be upgraded. Okay, settings. So heads-up display. You can adjust that there. You see that moving? Okay. You've got brightness, lots of settings there. Display settings, you can turn that off, turn it off and have the clock. Safety settings. Now you've got smart city brake support. There's a camera up here. I'll give you a scenario. It's a hot day, you're in traffic, it's stop start, you've been in this traffic jam for like 40 minutes. You're looking out the window because you're extremely bored and your car rolls and the car in front has stopped. The car will apply its brakes. Okay. It's a great system because it is recognised by insurers, and a lot of accidents, statistically a lot of accidents happen at low speed. This will only work under 20 miles an hour when there's no driver input. You're not turning, you're not braking, you're not accelerating. And it hopefully will reflect in your insurance premium. You've got lane departure warning system. So if you were to veer out of a lane without indicating, the car will warn you. And it will warn you by a beep or a rumble, whichever you choose. And you can choose like the warning, the sensitivity and the loudness of the beep. You've got a traffic sign recognition system, and you've got the parking sensor indication, which is that there. And when you come up close, it will come up with the front sensors as well, with a little diagram of a car. Okay, so back to, so we've done safety. Sound, you've got an amazing sound system. It's BOSE. Bring your favourite CD or let's stream your favourite song, and we can really crank it up and you can see what you think. The clock is GPS synced, so you never have to change your clock. It's just done, which I think is really useful. And you've got some nice vehicle settings here. Sorry, it's getting dark and my phone has trouble focusing. Rain sensing wipers, door lock. Now, for example, this car has walk away lock. So if I click that and I turn this onto high, when you walk away from this car with the keys on you, so you can't lock the keys in the car, your car detects when you're like about a metre away from the car, and it will bleep and then bleep again and lock itself. So you'll never forget to lock the car. Now, I used to think, oh, I can lock my own car. But since I've had a little one, you're walking away from the car, you're shopping in one hand, them in the other. It's just one less thing to do. You've got some lighting settings. Now you've got adaptive front lights, so the lights turn as you turn the wheels, so you get the best best out of your lights. Okay, that's a fantastic thing. The best way I can describe that is I can see more at night down country lanes than I can in the day, if that makes sense. You've got coming home lights, leaving home lights. So coming home lights, you come home, you lock the car, it's late, the lights will stay on for 30 seconds. You can change that, of course, until you get to safe passage, and the same for leaving home. So lots of very good convenience features, excellent safety features. The car's economical, it's well spec'd, it's in lovely condition. I say we sold it from new. Any questions about the car, no matter how trivial, please do not hesitate to ask. We are here to help. And if it's out of regular working hours, drop us an email, or you can always call us and leave a voicemail, and we will pick the voicemail up as soon as we can. Okay, now part exchange is extremely welcome. Don't think because you don't have a Mazda or a Suzuki, or even if you have a Mazda, you won't get the best deal. If you have a part exchange, you will, of course you will. Do punch in your reg numbers on these websites that heavily advertise, and get an idea of what your car's worth. Then come and see us here at TW White and Sons, and we will hopefully deliver a seamless and enjoyable buying experience. The car will come with a 12-month Mazda ZZ Plus used car warranty. Now, I think this car is still in warranty, but we'll top it up to a full 12 months. And that will also have roadside assistance and MOT insurance for the first year. So if your car does fail its MOT, there are certain items that will be covered. Okay, but this will be going through our workshop. Anything that requires doing shall be done. Okay, so we've covered part exchange, warranty, roadside assistance. We've got fantastic finance facilities and the facility to extend your warranty, and also a delivery service within a 100-mile radius. But don't worry if you're out of that radius, just get in touch. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so I want to thank you for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye-bye.